Hi everyone, I'm really excited to show you my new book. This is The Beach Puppy and it's been beautifully illustrated by Ellie Snowden. It's published by Barrington Stoke and I am so happy with it. It's got colour illustrations all the way through and it is about Ellie and her very beautiful dachshund puppy who is called Coco. Now, I had a dachshund growing up, although my dachshund was called Max, and I've loved dachshunds ever since, so I'm really excited about having a new dachshund book. So Ellie and Coco go to the beach together on holiday, and Coco somehow manages to slip out of her collar and get herself lost on the beach. And the story is all about how will Ellie and Coco ever find their way back to each other. So to celebrate this new book, the very clever design team at Barrington Stoke have created a craft for you to do. It's to make your own special pencil holder in the shape of a dachshund, just like Coco. So what I'm going to do today is make one and show you just how easy it is and how beautiful it can be and how fun it will be to do. Now I've done a certain amount of Blue Peter style, not quite his one I made earlier, but a certain amount of preparing in advance. So I've started off with lots and lots of loo rolls, and to be honest, you could make your pencil holder as long as you wanted it to be. You could have such a long dachshund if you wanted to. I've just gone for 7 loo rolls and I've painted them. Now I was trying to go for a pencil holder that looked really like Coco in the illustration, so I've gone for painting them black at the top and this lovely kind of gingery red brown down at the bottom, partly because Coco's that colour, but also Max, my dachshund, was that colour too. So I really wanted a black and orangey dachshund, so I've painted my loo rolls and then I've stuck them together. Now I have done this with a glue gun. Obviously not everyone has one of these, and if you are going to use one, you absolutely need to have an adult with you helping you to do it, because I have burnt myself on my glue gun before. I still love using it, it's a lot of fun. My husband actually says that I love the glue gun more than I love him, but that's not quite true. But it is a lot of fun to use. So I've glued together all my loo rolls, and I've also taken the really clever template that the design team at Barrington Stoke have created. This gives you all the pieces, apart from the toilet rolls, that you need to make your dachshund pencil holder. What I actually did was take these 2 paper sheets, because they're just thin paper that I've printed out. You'll be able to find the template and all the instructions on my website and also on the Barrington Stoke website. I took these template sheets and I stuck them onto a sheet of thin card, and you could do it that way, or you could cut the pieces out and draw around them onto card, however you want to do it. I thought it would be easier to stick them on and then paint them, because then I'd be able to use all the lines that the design team have provided for us. So I've done that. I'll just show you, look. Here are some of my pieces. That's one dachshund head, not got the ears stuck on yet. There would have been on my ears. Here we are. There's my ears ready to stick on later. So you'll end up with 2 pieces for each side. So I've got 2 heads that are going to be stuck together round the loo rolls in a minute. And I've got lots of paws ready to go. And I have also got 2 tails, and we're going to stick those together like that and stick them around the end of the loo rolls. So you'll notice that I've also jazzed my Coco up a little bit. I've added a bit of ribbon to be her collar, and I've put a sparkly jewel on there to be the collar tag as well, because frankly any excuse for a bit of sparkliness. So there are instructions for how to do all of this, and they are with the template on the website. So to be honest, you don't really need me telling you how to do it, but I thought I would show you how I was getting on with mine. So what we need to do first is take the 2 head pieces and stick them together. So we need to stick them together at the nose, so that you've got one kind of piece all in one. And then these two bits here are going to stick round the glue rolls to join the head onto the body. So I'm actually going to use Pritt Stick for this, sticking 2 bits of paper together rather than the glue gun, because I think that will be easier. So I'm just sticking these bits on. I love making things like this, and it's just about to be half term as well, so this might be a really nice thing to do for a bit of a half term project. So there, can you see I've stuck Coco's nose together, but she's not stuck together all the way along those pieces. I've left a bit open at the back of her head so that these bits can go onto the sides of the toilet rolls. Just trimming a bit to make sure they match exactly. Now, this bit I think I will do with the glue gun. This is the fun bit. Just adding a little bit of glue. Now, I don't know if you can see on the video, but this glue is so hot it's actually steaming, so you really do have to be very, very careful with a glue gun because you can end up burning yourself. Right, let's see if I can get these bits on. So here we go, look, I'm going to put Coco's neck pieces round the side of the glue roll to stick it on. Yeah, gosh, I can still feel how hot that glue is through the cardboard. Okay, so there's Coco's head stuck onto one end of the pencil holder, look. And now I am going to do her tail. Well, I mustn't forget to add the ears onto her head as well. So, tail gluing together now. And we're going to do just the same. We're going to stick just the end part of the tail here, so the actual tail itself and this bit of her bottom, and leave the other side open so that we can stick it onto the toilet rolls. Right, let's stick those 2 bits together. Here we go. So you see, look, I've still got this bit ready to stick on to the glue rolls. I want to make sure that her tail is nice and long and sticking up, so I'm going to stick this right at the top end of the glue rolls. Okay. You hear my glue gun making crackly noises. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so can you see now Coco has a tail at one end and a head at the other. I can't fit all of her onto the screen. So the last things to stick on now are the ears, which we're going to stick over the top of the head, and then we've got to do the paws. I think the paws will be a brilliant finishing touch. So let's just, I'm going to use Pritt Stick again for the ears, because again I think that will be a bit easier because they might need a little bit of fiddling about to get them into the right position. And the only problem with a glue gun is because it sticks so well, it can be quite hard to move things around once you've stuck them, because it dries too quickly. So let's fiddle around. So can you see, look, I'm just arranging the ears to make sure they fit nicely and they don't cover up too much of her snazzy bright green collar. Now in the book, Coco actually has a beautiful red collar and lead. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any red ribbon, so I had to go with green. But I think she looks quite good with a green collar, and I really like her blue jewels. I'm going to add just a smidge more glue here to glue those 2 little bits down there together. Okay. Means her collar tag looks like it's all in one piece now. Right, so just paws to go now, I think. Now, you have to be a little bit careful adding the paws, because obviously you want your pencil holder to stand up. So you can't put the paws sticking too much down off the sides of the glue rolls. You need to make sure that it will all fit together and work when you put it down flat on a surface. So make sure you, before you do your final sticking on, that your paws are just resting where they will touch the table or whatever you're setting it on, rather than too far down the sides of your glue rolls. Let's just stick that on. side. Yep, so that's one paw on. And then I'm going to do the front paw on the other side. I've always liked making fun things like this, and when the team at Barrington Stoke suggested making a pencil holder, I thought that was such a brilliant idea, actually making use of the fact that Dachshunds are really, really long. It's so clever. Right, now I'm just going to stick my paws on the other side, and then I think we will be just about done. Except, of course, I've got to find some pens to put in my pencil holder. Right, one more paw to go. Okay. Right, can you see, look, she's got her paws now. You could add lots of extra bits on if you wanted to. You could add some whiskers, you could add all sorts of other decorations. You could put a long ribbon lead that maybe went all the way along the side. But I think she looks fantastic just like this. She is so cool. I will put lots of photographs of her on Instagram as well, so you can see her a bit more easily. Right, so final finishing touch. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn off the glue gun because I don't want to leave it hot for too long. And now I am going to put pens into my pen and pencil holder. There we go, can you hear them? Get lots of pens and some pencils. I really like signing my books in glittery pens, so you'll see in a second I do have quite a lot of glittery gel pens. So here you are. Here is Coco, who is so long that I can't fit her all into the shot at the same time, with her pens and pencils inside her. So I've had such fun making this, and I really hope you get a chance to make your own Coco and have a lovely time. And also, I hope you get a chance to have a look at the Beach Puppy and Ellie's beautiful colour illustrations. Have a lovely half term, everybody. Bye!